Aloha. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Benjamin, and some things that you can expect from watching this video are me talking a little bit about who I am, so a little bit of an introduction to you for this channel, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing right now and what my current passions are and what I'm exploring, and then I'm also going to discuss just a little bit about what future plans and ideas I have, and then what you can expect from this channel moving forward. So, as I said before, my name is Benjamin, and I'm actually going to start my story when I was in college. I'm not going to go back to the very beginning because I could be here for a long time. So I was in college, I was in Minnesota, I was at a little community college playing basketball there. That was what I always wanted to do. I was super stoked to be doing it. And while I was there, I met a couple of people who were my roommates actually, and they introduced me to some concepts I'd never heard of. The first one was veganism, and that was huge. When I was first introduced to veganism, it was, to me, why would I ever do that? Eating meat and dairy has been a part of my life, and I don't really see any reason to stop it. The term vegetarian was never even in my head. But after some convincing and persuading, I ended up watching a couple documentaries on Netflix, Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives, among a few others. And then those caught my attention, and I did my own research on top of that. And next thing I knew, I was a very committed vegan and wanting to talk to everyone about it, wanting to persuade everyone about it. It really became a passion for me, and I started studying nutrition and what was really good for the body. And I really developed more of a passion for health and taking care of myself, because playing basketball growing up, I always thought I was taking care of myself by always exercising and running around, breaking up a sweat, but it's much more than that. And so within all of these new discoveries, I started up some practices of my own, some yoga and then some meditation too. None of them were very consistent, but they were enough to alter my awareness. And so through all of these different lifestyle switches, I came to the realization I didn't want to be playing basketball anymore, and I didn't want to be in school anymore. So I dropped out, and I started making plans, and I found this really great thing called WWOOFing, Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. And I think it was about 6 or 7 months after I dropped out of college that I took me in a backpack and got on a plane to Hawaii, and I landed here on Maui, and I've been here ever since. I mean, I've left, but I've been living here ever since. First place I ended up was a little place out in the jungle, which I have a video on, and I made a little vlog on my first week about, but mainly my first day here on Maui, and I'll leave that in the description below, so you can go watch that. And it's kind of a funny video. But I was out there on the north shore of Maui, out in the jungle. It's along the Hana Highway, if you've ever heard of that. That place wasn't what I expected it to be. And so through being there, I made a connection with a guy who was in talks with this other farm that was close by. And so we made we messaged them, and they invited us to a lunch they have on Thursdays. It's a little communal lunch that they make some farm-to-table food from. And so we went there, had that meal, and walked around the land a little bit. And immediately I was just blown away by the beauty of this place and the abundance that it held. And the lunch, I can remember it very, very descriptively. It was like 99% vegan, besides some eggs that were there. They were actually from the chickens on the farm. And then it was also like 99% from the farm, all the food from the farm besides like salt and pepper and those things, except for a bag of chips that someone brought. So other than that, It's this full buffet style meal, probably 8 different dishes of really delicious food, really delicious food from the land that they prepared a couple hours earlier. And I knew instantly, this is where I want to be. I don't know anything about this place, but this is where I want to be. And so talking with the managers there, I ended up there a couple weeks later. And I didn't leave that place for a little over 2 years. I had no plans of doing something like that, but the value that I found in that place really spoke true to my heart, and it really helped me grow as a person and as a young man in this world, and really discover who I am, because I didn't really know who I was before. I mean, I'm still discovering. It's a continual, ever-going process, but being there and working with the plants and working on the land and living in a community really helped open me up in a lot of ways. It was through working with the plants on the farm and doing the work there that I discovered that I have a real love for plant medicine and herbal medicine, and really studying up on what these plants can do for us as humans and what benefits they carry. And so I decided to take it a step further, and I signed up for a 1-year program to be a health coach, and I have since completed that program. So now I am a certified integrative nutritional health coach. I don't prefer that long name at all. I prefer holistic health coach, holistic health consultant, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to help people feel good. And also, after that, I got a job at a local herb shop here on the island. I'm actually wearing their shirt right now, the Dragon's Den. Shout out to the Dragon's Den. That place has been amazing. It's helped me learn so much. And I've also recently started going back to school since dropping out, so I took a 2-year break. But now I'm going back to school with a reason, with a purpose, with a plan, and with passion behind all of it all. I'm really excited to be going. I'm attending school here at the University of Hawaii, Maui College, and my major is going to be sustainable science management. And that really focuses on the Pacific Islands and tropics, and more specifically the Hawaiian Islands, and what we can do to live more in unison with the land and with Mother Nature, so that we can continue to survive as a species. And once I'm done here at Maui College, I plan on moving to Washington and going to a school and studying naturopathic medicine, oriental medicine, and acupuncture. And so I really want to go as deep as I can into this natural medicine field and learn all I can and help as many people as I can. And that's the reason I'm creating this channel. It's not really for me. I just want to help people. And I know that from everything I've studied and everything I'm continually studying and reading up on and watching and listening to, that a lot of people need help nowadays. A lot of people are lost and confused, and so I just hope that I can be one more voice to break the confusion and really help people feel good and more in tune with their own being and more okay with who they are, and just feel good about being them, because that's all we have at the end of the day. And yeah, so that's the main idea of this channel, is for me to communicate with you guys and help out in any way that I possibly can. And so I'm going to be discussing topics all encompassing, and that's going to be much more than just nutrition and diet and herbs, because as we know, health it's a lifestyle. It's not just one thing. Just because you exercise but you eat bad doesn't mean you're healthy, and just because you eat good and you don't exercise doesn't mean you're healthy. And you might be stressed out all the time but you're eating good and doesn't mean you're healthy. So there's a lot of different aspects to this, and I want to cover all of them because they are all as equally important as the other one. So that's what you can expect from this channel. If you are interested in a free health consultation, feel free to leave a comment below and get back to me. Once again, I really appreciate you watching this video. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited for the next one.